r/ask Reddit, what's the best response to go back to your country? Why? I've paid more tax here than you have. Can't know that for certain, but given the type of people who spout shit like go back to your country, it's a pretty safe bet their existence has had absolutely zero value add to their country. Agree. I'm from Dublin, and after our racist riots last month, I'd be willing trade those homegrown scumbags for people from most anywhere on earth and be confident it'd be a net positive to Ireland. They are negative value individuals. I own a country? Holy moly. No. Just the principal interest. LOL. Seriously, why haven't you made a payment recently? New political entity just dropped. I wish I had seen this thread last week. I got shouted at from a passing car to go back to Mexico. I'm a white Jew from Arizona though, so it didn't quite hit the way he wanted. Unless he meant I should go back to Tulum. I did enjoy it there. Aw, he was trying to say you deserve another vacation. You look like you've been working too hard. Go back to Mexico. For relaxation purposes. In America, go back to yours. Most our families didn't originate in America. I will. I'm a tourist. That usually makes their brain reboot. And most don't originate from a single country either. Back where I came from is several countries. Act confused and say, huh? I'm not sure what you mean, can you repeat that? People typically won't repeat their rude comments. If they say it again, ask them just one last time to repeat it. Oh hell yeah. Add a smile in there. People will go crazy. No habloing else. This is my country. I'm Spanish. And I was born in the US. What I notice is when someone says go back to your country, and I say I was born here, they mean like my grandparents or wherever they were from. Go back there. But they never stop a white person and say go back to your country. Yeah, I was going to say this, LOL. As a Canadian, when you hear it over here it's a bit hypocritical, as the First Nations are never the ones to say that, it's always white people. LOL. Same here in the USA. I about laughed my ass off hearing it told to Native Americans on their tribal lands by an entitled Karen. The irony is so pathetic. As a Native American, my response would be, you stole my country. You're the one who needs to leave. Yeah, that's what I said when I was an international student. I'm gonna, and I did, and the US Embassy made sure my visa expired the day after graduation, no hanging about. Your reply should be I already did. You should go back to yours. I love y'all energy and I'm devoted to pass the same energy. Well, this is my country, but I can also say Africa has a no returns policy on stolen goods. Took me a minute, but this one actually made me laugh. Oh, that's a good one. I'd maybe say are you feeling okay? Or to be completely honest, I wouldn't engage. People who say this type of stuff tend to be psychotic and violent. Speaking from experience, I grew up in a really racist town. Scranton. And AMP, hashtag X200B. Just to mess with them. The Electric City. But I do say that NYC is my country. It no longer exists, but I put it in age. Look at me. This is my country now. Only if you go back to yours. Go back to your century, dipshit. I'm an immigrant now. My response is generally to burst out laughing as though I'm in a Richard Pryor gig. It confuses them to the point of rage XD. Second response, if I am having a bad day and have 0% patience. Go back to your cave, you fucking troglodyte. Just remind them you're paying more tax than they are. Pay my fare. The gates to hell were closed a long time ago. Killing them with cringe is also my usual tactic. Okay, Millie Parfait. The best response is no response. They're just looking for a fight or to upset somebody, so it's best to not give them what they're after. Haha, I had people tell my father this and I said he would accept he's wanted for war crimes. The look on their face always cracks me up. I'm sorry, Uranus is full. I was in a bar and a young Aussie came up to me and said, why don't you fuck off home, you pommy bastard. I turned to him and said, leave it out mate, I really like the Australians. He looked at me and said he was sorry, but then I hit him with, it's the whites I can't stand. This totally confused him and he made his escape. 1-0 England. What's a pommy bastard? As a visibly Orthodox Jew I play into the stereotype. Actually I kinda like it here. I don't want to go home. I think well just take over your government and media and banks. I've been outsourced to yours. This legit happened to my friend back when we were studying in Australia for our master degree. The person who said it was this bitter white man, who didn't seem to realize he wasn't native to Australia either and that their ancestors were colonizers from Britain. We told him you go back to your own country too. Then ran off LOL. Your ancestors should have stayed in theirs. Sure, tomorrow. There's a British lawyer who was told to go back to where you came from at a train station. He was catching the train back to where he came from, which is Birmingham. It happened because he's of Pakistani heritage. If you want to be aggressive, I choose to be here, you're just here because, insult their parents in annoying ways. In America/Canada, very low probability, you tell them. You first throw in a Chinese or Indian accent to piss them off more. Pack so very tight. Being brown, I say, buy me a ticket then, I need a vacation. You think I want to be here? Your country fucked mine up. I didn't come here because I love fat people. It's just where I can make money. You first, asshole. Your country was largely founded by immigrants. America. I had this once, when working abroad. Locals accusing me of taking their job, so I asked if they spoke my language as I was employed to work for my country, in my language, in their country. They were quiet real soon. Just start screaming this guy's AP asterisk to file. Only if you go back to yours first. We can go together and just leave the Native Americans here. Go back to hell. I need to steal jobs first. Let me ruin the housing market first. I love this idea that somehow, this person who came to another country and had to start anew is taking your job somehow. Like, if they're doing that with additional difficulties, then maybe you don't deserve that job. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again, Reddit glitch out.